When a frightened little dragon was brought into a small village clinic, everyone expected fear, fire, and death. But no one imagined a human doctor would dare to heal it, and change the destiny of the village forever. It was a cold evening. Snowflakes drifted across the silent valley as Dr. Arya locked up her small wooden clinic. Just as she reached for the lantern, she heard hurried footsteps. The door burst open, and 2 shepherd boys stumbled in, carrying a strange bundle. "Doctor, please, it's alive but it's hurt badly," one cried. Arya knelt and unwrapped the bundle. Her heart froze. Inside lay a baby dragon, its scales dull, its tiny chest rising weakly, blood seeping from wounds across its wings. The boys trembled. "We found it near the river. Maybe a hunter attacked it. Please, don't let it die." Arya's instincts screamed at her to be cautious. A dragon, even a small one, was dangerous. Yet when she looked into its fading eyes, all she saw was fear and pain. "No," she whispered. "This is not a monster. This is a child." She placed the dragon on her wooden table and rolled up her sleeves. The clinic filled with urgency. Arya lit lamps, boiled water, and gathered her medical kit. The dragon whimpered, letting out tiny sparks with every breath. Its body shook violently, the heat of fever radiating off it. "Steady, steady little one," Arya murmured. She cleaned the gashes with cool water infused with herbs, the steam filling the room with a sharp, earthy scent. Then carefully, she threaded a needle. Her hands were steady, her heart racing. With each stitch, the dragon flinched, tiny flames sparking. Arya whispered softly, "I know it hurts, but you must fight." Finally, she filled a syringe with medicine to calm its burning fever. As the needle pierced the creature's skin, it screeched, wings thrashing, yet after a moment, its breathing slowed, its body relaxing. The boys watched, wide-eyed. "Will it live?" Arya wiped sweat from her brow. "If it has the will to survive, yes." All through the night, Arya stayed by its side. She fed it drops of water from a spoon, soothed it when pain made it cry, and never left the table. By dawn, the dragon stirred. Its golden eyes opened, brighter than before. For a long moment, it simply stared at her. Then, trembling, it lowered its head against her hand. Arya felt tears prick her eyes. "You trust me, don't you?" That was the moment she knew, this was no accident. Fate had brought the little dragon to her. But the village soon learned of her secret. Word spread quickly, the doctor is hiding a dragon. Crowds gathered outside her clinic. Some villagers shouted in anger, "It's a beast, it'll burn us alive. Kill it before it grows." Arya stepped outside, standing tall. "This dragon is injured and helpless. I healed it as I would heal any of you. If you want to harm it, you'll have to go through me." Her voice shook, but her eyes blazed with determination. The crowd fell silent. For the first time, they saw not a monster inside the clinic, but a healer's courage. Days passed. The dragon's wounds closed. Its wings strengthened. Arya often woke to find it perched by the window, gazing at the stars. Sometimes, it would curl up at her feet like a cat, glowing faintly in the dark. But she knew she couldn't keep it forever. One night, she opened the clinic doors. Snow still covered the valley, glistening in moonlight. The dragon stepped outside hesitantly, looking back at her. "You're free now," Arya whispered. "Fly." It spread its wings, still scarred but strong. With a powerful leap, it soared into the sky, scattering sparks like falling stars. Arya's heart ached, yet swelled with pride. She thought that was goodbye. Weeks later, tragedy struck. A wild beast, an enormous shadow wolf, descended upon the village. It tore through livestock, snapping fences, its red eyes burning. The villagers fled in terror. Arya rushed to protect the children hiding in her clinic. But the wolf closed in, its growl shaking the ground. And then, Out of the stormy sky came fire. A roar split the night. The little dragon had returned, no longer weak but radiant with strength. Its wings blazed, its scales shone like molten gold. With a burst of flame, it struck the wolf, driving it back. The battle shook the valley, fire and shadow clashing. Finally, with a thunderous cry, the dragon triumphed. The wolf fled into the forest, never to return. The villagers stood in stunned silence as the dragon landed before Arya. It lowered its head gently, touching her shoulder with its glowing snout. "You came back," she whispered, her voice breaking. From that night on, the dragon became the village's unseen guardian. It flew above during storms, drove predators away, and its fiery cry was a promise of protection. The villagers, once fearful, now lit lanterns each night in its honor. They called it the Healed One. Ending. This was not just the story of saving a creature, it was the story of choosing kindness over fear, courage over doubt. A wounded little dragon, healed by human hands, became a protector of many. Sometimes, healing one small life can save an entire world.